Do you want to change your team here in the offseason?
So I think obviously we're very aggressive. Actually, I called Woj after his story came out saying we're changing everything, and I was like, really, is that news that we're going to be aggressive to try and get better and do a trade if it makes sense? But I had to tell Woj he was right. It was news apparently. We've generated a lot of clicks in the last few weeks for some reason. So
okay, but is that you are everybody's available, or I mean, explain what aggressive means then in your terminology.
I would say the main thing is that we're going after one of these top free agents, and because of that, it's probably going to have to be a trade. So I think, anyone who knows the overly complicated NBA, if you need to, if we're in our position and you want to get a free agent, it has to be through sign and trade. So that requires a trade at some point. So that's sort of why there's a potential trade out there.
Is everybody available on the roster?
No.
Who's not available?
Chris and James.
Chris Paul is
so
not
I
available.
Only have 5 guys, so it's not hard. so we only have 5 guys signed to long-term deals of our rotation. So we got some good young guys that have longer deals.
Yeah, I was just wondering if the Lakers called and all of a sudden said, hey, you know what? Is Chris available? But you're saying that no matter what anybody offers, anybody calls, that Chris Paul and James Harden will be in the backcourt next season.
I mean, again, we were the best team down the stretch. We spent a lot of time putting together 2 superstars. We're trying to add a third. Going backwards from that doesn't make a lot of sense for us.
I want to at least get your comments that there was a report that there was a turmoil, tension between Harden and Chris Paul. What do you attribute that to? Do you agree that there was? And if so, what do you attribute that to?
I mean, I don't know how to label things, but I would say we have extremely high-level competitors, both James and Chris and Mike and myself and Tillman Fertitta, and none of us are happy with where we're at, getting eliminated when we had a good chance to win the last couple of years. And, that's going to – when you do it multiple times in a row, it's going to create some angst where, we're all trying to figure out how to take that last step. And – we're not always going to agree, but we come together and we win a lot of games. I mean, I think there's 165 last year. We were 29-4 down the stretch once we had our main rotation guys in place. So, we know what we do works. We now want to get it to work all the way to the finals, and that last step is what's how do we do it is what's maybe creating some of the the competitive level we got right now.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.